Today, I'm going to show you how you can turn a cold email list into a warm email list utilizing Constant Closer. A few things before we get started. I am not encouraging you to buy lists or scrape emails online. Our current customers utilize Constant Closer to warm email lists that have gone cold because they haven't emailed the list in many months. One mistake right off the bat that I've seen many companies make is to upload the list to a MailChimp or ActiveCampaigns and email the list all at once. This is a mistake because when you go from 0 emails to tens of thousands all in a single blast, email clients can consider you spam, and all of a sudden your emails will start going into the spam folder instead of the inbox. Also, you're utilizing your main email domain to email your cold list. If email clients identify you as spam, then you can hurt your email domain authority. And you are including links or images in your email. Again, links and images can make email clients believe you're spam, especially when you all of a sudden start emailing in a high volume. So today I'm going to show you how you can use Constant Closer to solve all of these challenges I just mentioned so that your emails go to the primary folder instead of the spam folder. So first of all, you're going to create a brand new email domain to send emails from instead of your main domain. As an example here, you can see that our main domain is constantcloser.com, and I just created a brand new domain that is similar enough, constantclosers.com. In this example, I'll use Constant Closers specifically to warm a cold email list. Next, I'm going to Google Workspace and creating new emails. In this example, I created Leslie at constantclosers.com and Valerie at constantclosers.com. In general, you don't want to send hundreds of thousands of emails to a cold email list through one domain. A safe rule is to utilize one email domain to send to batches of 20,000 emails. All right, so you have your new domain, you have your new emails. Next, you're going to connect these emails to your Constant Closer account. You can see here that I've connected both Leslie and Valerie to Constant Closer, and that email warming has already started. Email warming is critical because you can't just email a large volume of emails from a new domain with no email history. Email clients will place you straight into spam. So instead, utilize our email warming to warm your emails for about 2 full weeks. After 2 full weeks, you'll be ready to start ramping up those emails. And while those emails are warming, what you're going to do is you're going to upload your cold email list to Constant Closer so that we can start verifying the email list. You can see that I uploaded about 27,000 emails here as an example, and it's in the process of verifying the emails. We verify emails by pinging the email client to make sure the emails don't get blocked or bounced. This is important because too many blocks or bounces and it will hurt your email reputation. Once your emails are warm, you will go to the workflow section over here and create a new workflow. You're going to choose a send workflow and select always running. Give us a link to learn more about your business and offering and enter it in this landing page field. This will help us understand what kind of workflow we want to build for you. In outreach strategy, select cold and that you don't want to qualify. Eventually you can qualify, but the goal of a cold email list workflow is to get an email contact to open your emails and respond. This shows email clients that you are not a spammer, and in future workflows, you'll be able to send links and drive your email list towards an action. Okay, let's go on in the next section. Okay, and in this section, make sure all of the instructions for the workflow make sense. We pre-fill these details based on the landing page that you provided to us and the outreach strategy that you selected. In this case, that it's a cold email list. And once you're done looking through all this, definitely look through it, make sure everything's correct. We're going to create the workflow for you. I'm going to hit generate workflow. Okay, make sure to select an audience, but what I want to focus on is this ramp up section right here. The ramp up section is really the bread and butter of warming up your email list. If you all of a sudden send a spike of emails to a cold email list, you're going to get flagged as a spammer, no matter how legit your emails are. This is why the ramp up section is so critical. It gives you an email start rate and a max email send per day. The start rate is how many emails you send on the first day. In this case, the default setting is 1. This means if I start this workflow today, then I will send a total of 1 email today. Tomorrow it will send 2, the next day 4, the next day 8, the next day 16, and it will keep doubling. The max email sends per day is how many max emails the workflow will send in a single day. In this case, for a cold email list, the max default is 25. I know with tens of thousands of emails that will take a long time. So we recommend starting with 25 a day as your max and checking your analytics to see how your email open rate is performing. If you're higher than 25%, then go ahead and start ramping up to thousands of emails per day. We recommend a max of 10,000 emails per day. If your email open rate is lower than 25%, then don't ramp up as aggressively. And in fact, we recommend letting it run at a lower rate until your open rate becomes higher. I also want to focus on the initial and follow-up emails. You'll notice that we don't include links in these emails because you're sending a cold workflow. If this were a warm workflow, then we would include links to drive a conversion. But a cold workflow should focus exclusively on open rates and replies, which is why we recommend to not include a link, as this may trigger a signal to email clients that you're spam. All right, well, that's it. Utilizing our cold email workflow, you'll be able to turn any cold email list into a warm list.